And finally, we head to Canada. Forget trade wars. Canada's latest protest is brewing in cups of coffee. With cafes across the country rebranding Americano as Canadiano, caffeine lovers are making a bold statement against Trump's tariffs. Is it just a frothy trend, or is the Canadiano here to stay? Our final report has the latest.
If you thought coffee was just a beverage, think again. In Canada, it's now a political statement. In British Columbia, coffee shop owners are rebranding the Americano. They are swapping its US-inspired name for a more patriotic alternative called Canadiano. The reason? A caffeinated protest against US President Donald Trump's tariffs on Canadian goods. The trend started when British Columbia-based Kicking Horse Coffee posted and later deleted an Instagram call to arms. They urged coffee shops nationwide to rename the Americano in a show of national pride. Kicking Horse claims it has been serving Canadianos for 16 years now. But now, with tensions between the US and Canada, the movement has gained steam. A cafe owner in British Columbia, who temporarily taped Canadiano over Americano on her menu, is now considering making it a permanent fixture. Her sentiments were echoed by Toronto's Café Belém. The owner of Café Belém is insisting that while his shop isn't a political battleground, standing up for Canada, even through a name change, is important. He stated that they're not looking for a fight, but they will also not be bullied. Critics of the movement argue that the name change doesn't make much sense. According to reports, American soldiers in Italy during World War II found espresso too strong. So local baristas diluted it with water and dubbed it Café Americano. But has historical accuracy ever stood in the way of a good protest? The protest is a direct reaction to the latest US tariffs on Canadian goods. The standoff began when President Trump's administration slapped a 25% tariff on Canadian steel and a 10% tariff on aluminum. In retaliation, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau introduced counter-tariffs on a wide range of American products. With growing public backing for the boycott, US exports to Canada could take a serious hit in the coming months. So much for Trump's dream of making Canada the 51st state of America. The Canadiano uprising is just one of many ways Canadians are pushing back against Donald Trump's economic policies. Hockey fans have booed the US national anthem at games. A Toronto gift shop is selling Canada is not for sale merchandise, and a Canadian petition to revoke Elon Musk's Canadian citizenship has gained over 230,000 signatures. Because apparently one less billionaire is a win. Every drop counts, right? Whether the Canadiano movement is a temporary caffeine-fueled protest or a permanent menu change remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. In Canada, even a morning cup of coffee is now a symbol of national pride. So the next time you're north of the border and craving Americano, don't be surprised if your barista hands you a Canadiano instead. And maybe, just maybe, it will taste even sweeter.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogan, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month we have viewers up to 150 million, that's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.